Here on the HAN Network, we love football season, and we love talking about tailgating, and we're joined by a friend of the show, Katie Scott, who is the New England Food Policy Coordinator with the Humane Society of the United States. Katie, happy to have you back.
Thanks so much for having me, Kate. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Now, you've brought us some great healthy recipes, vegan, because the Humane Society does have this campaign, Meatless Mondays, just to maybe reduce meat consumption. Can you tell us just a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So if you think about it, more and more Americans want to know where their food is coming from. They want to know how it affects their health. And this is sort of a thing we've been seeing more and more thanks to documentaries like Forks Over Knives, Food Inc. If you haven't seen them, I would certainly suggest checking them out. But really what we're seeing is that more and more people are demanding meat-free meals, as it reduces the opportunity for you to have type 2 diabetes or stroke or cancer.
Right, right. And so now like I said, you brought us a lot of healthy recipes. This one's a little more fun. It's for tailgating. In honor of football season, I know you're a big football fan,
right.
You know, originally from Texas, now up here in New England. So tell us what you brought for us today.
We brought empanadas. So something
gosh.
that's really interesting about the Humane Society is that we do have a chef on staff. So Chef Wanda White, she's created this recipe completely herself. You know, we work with institutions of all shapes and sizes and help them be able to shift vegetables to the center of the plate. So this is a great recipe that I think students at universities would really like, and even for tailgating. As you can see, empanadas are finger foods, easy things that people can just make in a pinch.
All right, so now tell us how you make these. What do we do?
Of course. As I said, it's really just a very simple step-by-step ingredient list of dough and savory filling. So what I'll show you is this is how you create the dough first. You throw together flour and cream cheese, and what I want to point out too is that you can find plant-based versions of this.
Really?
So even though this is a meatless dish, this is also plant-based. So this is tofutti, which is a cream cheese that is free of all sorts of dairy products. And actually, funny enough, at Stop & Shop, this is cheaper than your regular cream cheese.
Really? And is it in the same spot as the regular cream cheese?
You would find this in the healthy food section.
Okay, good
That's
to
right.
know. Okay.
So you throw that in together, and then same thing with this vegan margarine. You can throw in regular margarine too. There's different recipes, different brands, I should say. Earth Balance, Smart Balance. But really, it's just mashing this together until it kind of has a nice pea-sized consistency. Throw it in the refrigerator, let that congeal together a little bit more. And then once you're ready, you just roll it out into circles, and you're gonna fill it with this awesome filling here.
All right, so tell us about the filling. This is the filling right here?
Yes, and you can do empanadas any way you want. You can either do sweet or savory. I chose to go with savory.
Love that.
So this version has just some tomatoes in it. It has cream cheese again. It has cilantro. And then it also has the little pinch of cayenne pepper.
Ooh, I love that for a little kick.
Yeah, and what I want to point out too is most of these ingredients and recipes that I am creating come from something that's so easy to find at the grocery store.
And inexpensive.
Exactly, that's like 79 cents a can.
That's awesome. This smells amazing.
Yeah.
So this is your filling.
That's right. And so once you get it all together in a circle, you know, you're gonna just basically put it together, mash it a little bit with a fork, so you've got these nice little taco-shaped looking
They look so professional like that, the little fork design on the end. I think it could be intimidating for someone at first thinking making my own dough, but that seems very simple to make.
It is, yeah. And even I've seen online, if you wanted to do something really fun, you can do two separate basically tops and create it into a little football.
Oh, very cute.
So you can get creative with
very
this.
Pinteresty.
That is exactly where I saw it.
And then, so what's the correct way to cook these up?
Once you're done with this, you're gonna then just fill a pot with some vegetable oil and fry them like you would any sort of thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. And then, of course, this is the finished product. Now, you have some garnishes here. What did you include as kind of the dips?
Again, sticking with plant-based meals, this is a vegan sour cream and just some pico de gallo. What I really love, though, is that this is something that can sit alongside any of your typical tailgating fare and look just as good and taste as good as well.
Smells amazing, and I do have to say, I've tried that sour cream before. Delicious. Yes, you gave it to us with your chili recipe, which would also be a great tailgating recipe.
Anytime.
All right, so do I give it a try now?
Of course, please do.
All right, I'm very excited about this. Empanadas, one of my favorite foods. The filling is so creamy, and you wouldn't imagine that it's vegan. Not at all.
Yes. It's come
Sounds
a long
delicious.
way. Things now are just easy to substitute what you're used to for something that's plant-based.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And you know, we are going to put this recipe up at our website. And I know we do have some staff that wanted to try these. Anyone want to come up and give it a try? Here comes Eric Gendron, our director. He loves empanadas. And every time you come, Katie, he's amazed. He's amazed
Let's go,
at
Eric.
where you are.
Here I am.
All right,
'Cause
give it a try.
I am a meat eater to the core, and I'm always amazed at how good that is.
Yes? Yes. This
We've
one's
done it again.
mine.
I mean, the dough itself.
Well, I brought two.
That's right.
So very simple amount of ingredients. I really thought it would be more complicated to make empanadas.
Exactly.
Incredible.
You know, and just the time that it takes to make this is so simple for a tailgating party.
Wow,
Yeah.
I love it. All right, Katie Scott, you always amaze us. Again, tell us how people can get more information on, you know, Meatless Mondays and you know, what the U.S. Humane Society is doing.
Absolutely. So if they just want to go to humanesociety.org/Meatless Monday, you'll find tons of recipes online.
All right, awesome. And I said we will be including this recipe on our website so everyone can get it. Katie Scott, thank you so much.
Thank you, of course.
All right, we'll see you next time on the HAN Network.